Hey guys, what up? Finally, we got Naruto chapter 564 after, gosh knows, what, 2 weeks? Gosh, that felt like an eternity. I mean, are you guys with me? If you're with me, then you're with me, okay? If you guys haven't seen it yet, go watch my video. I actually posted as a video response to this video, and you guys should check out my reaction to No Naruto chapter 564 last week. It was actually kind of funny, in my opinion. Anyway, let's get on to the chapter review. Sorry, I'm losing my voice just a little bit. So anyways, here we go. We start off with Naruto and Tobi's headbutt, and they like bounce off each other, and Tobi lands back on the tree, and B catches Naruto, and Naruto's like, "Huh, it's a solid mask you got there, Tobi." And Tobi's like, "Yeah, I probably should have slipped through you, but you didn't even scratch my mask. I am disappointed." The Jurinchiki then come out of nowhere and proceed to attack Naruto and B. And we get to see some cool attacks from all the Jurinchiki. Like we got to see some magma attacks, the water mirror, and after the water mirror, because they use like the same techniques that B and Naruto were using, it throws them back into a bunch of bubbles from the water guy. And then the bubbles like all explode after the guy's like activates. He's playing like this little bubble flute, and the Hachibi or B grabs Naruto with his tentacles. One of the Jurinchiki then, he like camouflages and makes two of them invisible. And they attack Naruto and B. And B's like, "I'm not blinded by sparks, motherfucker!" And Naruto's like, "I could sense your malice from a mile away, you silly Jurinchiki person." And then the skirmish kind of stops for a second, and the Hachibi recognizes Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean Yugito, Y-U-G-I-T-O, something like that, and realizes that they must all be the Jurinchiki from their villages and stuff. And he also notes the Sharingan Rinnegan combo in their eyes. Then Naruto's like, Madara's mask has two holes this time. And then Tobi goes, "It's a custom made out of special materials that are more suited for war." Alright, check out my little theory on what this means. This goes, now I did see a good point. Now, I guess I'll say it before I talk about the counterpoint. Alright, so this makes me think that the mask is made out of Mokutan wood, being that, we've seen before that it is wood when Tobi's mask has broken before, it looks like wood. This makes me think that it's made out of Mokutan, which would also further the Zetsu clone theories. However, if he is a Zetsu clone and it was a Mokutan mask, he could just make that his face. So because the Zetsu clone can kind of change shape and stuff like that and morph, I'm gonna go ahead with the theory that Tobi is actually not a Zetsu clone now. This pretty much confirms it for me that. I mean, the fact that we have seen his face before, yeah, he could be a clone, but we've seen that Zetsu can change shape and stuff. And, we've seen Madara bleed. He might be made out of Zetsu material, but then again, we did see that one chapter where he got his hand chopped off, or lumped off, and it was Zetsu material. So I still think it could be Zetsu material, but I do think the mask is made out of Mokutan wood, because he said it's special material, custom made for battle, and we've seen that Mokutan, from Shodome Hokage, the first Hokage, as well as Madara in recent chapters, that Mokutan is actually pretty badass when used in war. So that's my little theory. Is made out of Mokutan. But one of the counterpoints for that is somebody did send one of the forums, because I posted my theory on a video also as well, I believe, that if it was Mokutan, it would have reacted to Naruto's Kyuubi chakra. So that might be true, and it might not be a whole theory for nothing. But hey, that's 30 seconds of your life. Hopefully it was a good theory. Anyways. Naruto goes on to comment that the other guy is Rinnegan like Nagatos, and the other Madara. And Tobi's like, "Other Madara? Did you say other Madara?" And then he's like, "Fuck's sake, Kabuto, really just fucking Kabuto, man." And then we get a flashback panel of when Kabuto showed Tobi the sixth coffin, and then we get to see that Madara was actually inside the coffin like that. We get to see like what Kishu wouldn't show us back then. So I thought that was pretty cool. We brought it back and we got to see the coffin like that. I mean, even though we obviously knew it was Madara anyway, but it's still cool to see it in the flashback like that. He's like, "What you mean the other Madara? I thought this dude was Madara, motherfucker." And Tobi does some weird rapist laugh, like, "Call me Tobi or Madara, whatever you want." And Naruto's like, "Who the hell are you?" And then Tobi just gives a super troll-ass answer. He's just like, "I'm no one. I don't want to be anyone. All I care about is completing the Moon Eyes plan. This world is worthless and it's just misery." You think that you guys, the Chibi, Naruto, that being Jurinchiki, you would understand misery a little. And, thanks also for Sawyer for pointing out when Tobi said to Sasuke, when you love, you run the risk of hate, or something like that. So now I'm thinking that I'm just going to be really pissed off if Toby ends up like wanting to destroy the world because the first Hokage stole his girlfriend, and that's why he's friends with Madara's, because they both hate the first Hokage. Madara's like, you stole my Hokage spot, and Toby's like, you stole my girlfriend, and they're like, fuck you, Hashiyama. That would be pretty lame, but you know, it's the Naruto verse. Whatever happens could happen. You know, who knows? Maybe the first Hokage's wife was like Toby's girlfriend, and like she stole him, and then Madara went and fought, and then showed him his wife sealed the Kyuubi inside her, and then now Madara hates them both, and then Madara finds Toby, and Toby's like, he stole my girlfriend slash wife, man, and they're married now, man, with the Kyuubi and stuff, man. And then Madara's like, oh my gosh, dude, you want to hear my plan, man? We can like totally kill like the Leaf, man. And they're like, yay. But that's just, you know, another random theory thrown out there. Anyways, another interesting part here is Naruto goes on to say, is like, living with a tailed beast inside you isn't all that bad. And the fox, we get two panels with the fox. The first panel is him napping in his cell when you first hear that, and his eyes are like super wide, like with the rage and hate in his eyes and stuff like that. But then we see in progression, his eyes kind of like calm down. Like he was originally hating like this, he's like, and then he's like, and just calms down. Like, I thought that was interesting. Obviously, I mean, Kishi is a lot for meaning things in his panels, and, you know, hiding little meanings that we're going to see, you know, hundreds of chapters later. So I definitely believe that in the future, it is a possibility that Naruto could become friends with the Kyuubi, or they could become cool or chill or something along those lines, to where it's, I don't know, they're just like on mutual ground. I think they could get cool. Anyways. B, even after, and then the panel after that, we see B smiling at Naruto, because B was like dot 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 dot, and then B's like smiling at Naruto. He's like, because you know it's cool, because Naruto's whole life he like grew up hating the fact that he had that inside of him, kind of, well, until he found out he had it inside of him. But you know, he was always isolated. So I thought that was definitely, you know, really a lot of meaning to that part. And then Naruto just goes on to tell Toby off. He's like, call yourself nobody, start a war, whatever, but nobody's falling for your dumbass lies. You're one guy and you can call yourself anything you want, but I've had enough. I'm gonna tear that mask right off your face. And B gets excited too, and he's like, woohoo, me first! And then Toby's like, time to troll. He's like, you want to see what's under my mask? And he goes, and he taps his face. I know a lot of reviewers said that he looked like he was about to lift his mask off, and it does kind of look like that. But in the chapter, it specifically says the word tap when he puts his hand on his face, so it's just like he tapped his mask, like goading him on, like, you want me to take this off? And you're gonna have to work for it. Ha ha! And all the Jurinchikis go into one-tail mode, and Naruto and B are like, that's a little weird. And the chapter ends off with Toby's faceless rape face. Yeah, that's right. Toby has a faceless rape face. Say that like, yeah. Okay, so Toby has a faceless rape face, and he's like, 8 and 9 tails, I'm gonna catch you both and complete the Moon Eyes plan. Now, there was a lot of speculation going along with why the Jurinchiki all have their one-tail mode, even though they don't have the actual tailed beasts in them, or they didn't die with it. And people are like, oh, they're Ito, so they come back with the tailed beast inside them and stuff like that. And it's like, no, I don't think so. Remember, Madara has Geromazo with all of the tailed beasts, original. Well, he has Geromazo with all the tailed beasts inside him, so he probably just gave the Jurinchiki back that tailed beast power, each one. He's like, alright, you were the one tails Jurinchiki, so I'm gonna put the one tails in you. You were the two tails Jurinchiki, so I'm gonna put the two tails in you. You were the three tails, so on and so forth. I mean, he has all the Jurinchiki in Geromazo, so he could have easily just put them back in the pains. That's just my little theory on the subject. All in all, good chapter. I would have loved to see some Itachi. I would have loved to see some Madara or the Kages. I mean, at least one thing. I mean, I know we haven't gotten Itachi in a while. We have to get Itachi soon. And I'll actually probably make a video sometime this week for my theory on where the fuck Itachi is. The video will be titled "Where the is Itachi?" So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. But yeah. Either way, it was all Naruto, B, Toby, and Jurinchiki this chapter. I would have liked to get at least 1 or 2 panels, or just 1 page even, of somewhere else, just for the sake of seeing them. But I guess we'll just have to wait for next week. At least this next chapter we don't have to wait 2 weeks for. It's just 1 week. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click that subscribe annotation, that button thing. It's going to be right about here. I would love you forever if you do that. And feel free to give the video a thumbs up as well. It always helps, and it is really, really, really appreciated, and I appreciate it. Don't forget to look at the video responses for this video and check out my reaction to No Naruto chapter last week video. And I'll see you guys later. And make sure to check out my Bleach in One Piece review. Bleach review out later today. One Piece I'll try and get out today, but I have class. I'm going to go help my grandma prepare for Thanksgiving, so I might have to put it out tomorrow. Hopefully tonight. Thanks, guys.